All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. The name of this lesson is going to be not afraid to judge. Okay? And it's going to be based on the scripture here, Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 9. All right, it says, "Deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment." Okay, meaning when you're put in a place, all right, to make a decision, all right, do not get timid or scared, or intimidated, or shook up, hesitant and all that. No, all right, the scriptures tell us, all right. Let me pull that up real quick. All right, Yahushua told us. Here it is. John 7:24, "Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment." Okay, and that's why we have the scriptures, because we can make judgments based off of the scriptures. All right, the scriptures are our guidelines, and so we can always refer back to them in time of decision making or judgments or anything like that. Okay, but it says judge not according to the appearance. Okay, so don't judge somebody in a biased way because they look rich, or because there might be a chick that looks bad, or maybe this is no. You gotta judge righteous judgment. All right, be a balanced judge. All right, because the Lord also said, Proverbs 11:1, "A false balance is an abomination, or is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight." And as a judge, you have to be a balanced judge. Okay, you can't be biased in any way, shape, or form, and you can't be scared to make judgments. You can't be scared to make decisions. All right, because if you do that, man, you ain't gonna be a righteous judge. You can't judge. All right, if you can't make quick decisions, all right, and stick with them, then you're not worthy to be a judge, because the 144,000, the elect, they're going to be judges, all right, judging the nations. The Lord said they're going to be sitting on the thrones, judging the tribes of Israel. Okay, so you have to be apt to teach, apt to judge, righteous judgment. Okay, it says back to, where was I? I believe I was in Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 6. All right. Okay, so it says, I'll get this. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. "Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?" And who are the saints? We gotta get that. All right, precept upon precept. I believe it was Psalms 50 and 5. There it is. Psalms 50 and 5. "Gather my saints together unto me, those who I have made a covenant with by sacrifice." Okay, and that was only one people, all right, in which the Lord made a sacrifice with by covenant, which was the nation of Israel. All right, the nation of Israel are the saints. All right, Israelites were the saints. Okay, so back to 1 Corinthians. Now we have the understanding of who those saints are. So it says, "Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?" Now we know that those saints are referring unto Israelites. All right, so it says, "And if the world be judged by you," all right, also proving that Paul was speaking to Israelites. Okay, because if he said, "And if the world shall be judged by you," the verse above says, "Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world?" So that "you" is talking about saints, and saints are who? Israelites. So that's another way of going about it, showing you that Paul was speaking to Israelites, not no Gentiles. All right, but going on, it says, if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?" You see, so if we're going to be judging the world, all right, thousands of millions of people, different nations, everything, all right, if we're going to be doing that, but you can't make righteous judgment now, how are you going to even be able to do that? You're scared of what people are gonna think about you if you make a certain judgment, so you don't make the right call. Well, what do you think the Lord's gonna? You scared what people are gonna do? What about what the Lord's gonna do? Yeah, you know. All right, so you gotta going on. It says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? All right, how much more things that pertain to this life? All right, so the things that what we're gonna be judging is gonna be way above what we're going through now. All right, so if you can't make judgments now, how are you gonna make it then? We're dealing with greater matters. All right. It says, if then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church. All right. And then it goes on. All right. But basically, it's telling you, man, we're going to be judging more important, greater matters. All right. And right now, we're in preparation for that. Okay. So you got to be able to step up to the plate and not be scared or shaken up. All right. Where is it? Quick precept, Hebrews 10 and 38. Now the just shall live by faith. All right, and that also goes into judgment, because if you judge according to faith, all right, and scripture, you won't fail. All right, because you're gonna be in the right spirit. All right, and not according to how you feel. Okay, if somebody commits murder, but they say, oh, well, this happened to me, that's why I did it, you still committed murder. Okay, you can't let that slide because of their excuse or their story. You felt bad for them. The judgment for the action still has to go through as a righteous judge. All right, I'm not saying we can do anything about it now. All right, because we're not in captivity. All right, but that was just for an example. So it says, now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. So if the Lord puts you in a position to judge or to make a call or a decision, and you draw back and you hesitate instead of doing what's right, doing doing things the right way, all right, in 1 Corinthians 14 and 39, verse 40 actually says, let all things be done decently and in order. So instead of judging and doing things in order and decently, because you got shook up, or you're scared or timid, you don't do what you're supposed to do, the Lord he said his soul shall have no pleasure in you. Okay, so if his soul if his soul has no pleasure in you, guess what? You're not he's not gonna put you in a position to judge. All right. If you can't make it past the prelims, well, guess what? The prelims are to show what you have, what potential you have. Will you be a great fit for the team? Would you be a great man for the job? That's why when you go for certain jobs, they get you on that 90-day probation period where they're watching you to see if you're a good match for that job. Now, if right now we're in our probation period, and if you're not able to make it through the low obstacles the Lord puts you through, all right, because you got to keep in mind, whatever the Lord puts you through, all right, it's to test you, whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever, faith-based, it's to test you. All right, and if you're not able to pass those tests, the angels, they constantly taking notes, and you're being evaluated on how you handle those adversities or trials. All right, because it's been written off that it will happen, but how you handle it, if you handle it righteously, if you handle it as a man of the Lord, all right, all these things are taken into account. Okay, how and not just what matters in the truth, but just in your regular quote unquote life. All right, how you go about, how you carry yourself. Okay, how you speak. Learn to like the Apostle Gabar did a video on it. Learn to get to the point, be direct, and speak with a few words. Okay, you don't always have to say everything about something. You don't. Sometimes silence is actually good. People. One thing people are afraid of is silence. They always want to break the silence. They're afraid to just be somewhere just quietly doing their own thing. The minute somebody walks in there, they have to say something. No, you don't always have to say something. Sometimes it's good to be quiet and just, you know what I mean, just meditate. All right? But going back to the point, you can't be afraid to judge when you put in that position. Okay? Going back to that scripture in Ecclesiasticus, we're gonna end it back, where we started. Sirach 4:9, deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor. Okay? If you see somebody wrongfully suffering, and you know, all right, what really happened, and you're in a position that you can help the person out, then what are you so afraid of? If it concerns you and the Spirit is on you to do it, then go ahead. You never know who that person's suffering might be, and they're suffering wrongfully. But here it is. You know the truth. You know what really happened, and you can deliver them. But you're scared of what people will look at you. Nah, man. It says, and be not faint-hearted when thou sittest in judgment. So what should we do? Don't be, oh, well, don't ask me. How the hell? So if they can't ask you, all right, you don't trust that the Spirit of the Lord is going to give you the mouth to make a right call. So if just 2 or 3 people, you scared of them asking you of what to do, what the hell are you going to do in Jacob's trouble? How the hell are you going to handle millions of Israelites and heathens, all right, depending on you to make the right judgments? All right? And these are things you got to pray for, man. A strong heart, strong mind, strong spirit. All right? And trust in the Lord. So we can be able to make these righteous decisions, all right, in our lives. Okay? But, that's really it. All right, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, this video is edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and Shalom.